This is exactly what I mean when I say that a lot of people have a very limited view of disability that is heavily based in stereotype. This person seems to think that disability can only really affect your motor control or your cognitive ability. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Those just tend to be the two categories that people most heavily focus on because they're the two that are most visibly apparent to outside observers. But your motor control and cognitive ability can be completely unaffected while also being significantly impacted by disability because there is a lot more to our bodies than just motor control and cognitive ability. So there is a lot more that can be impacted by disability than just motor control and cognitive ability. Now, I do actually have disabilities that affect my motor control and cognitive ability, just not in ways that you see. Because, for example, when I get really bad brain fog and I can't think clearly or communicate effectively, I also can't make content. And I cut out all the times that I stutter or slur my words or completely forget what I was going to say and can't find the words. And I film all of my content either sitting or lying down, so you don't see how difficult it is for me to walk or how I have to use mobility aids all the time. But my disabilities also predominantly affect parts of my body that you cannot see. You cannot see my collagen. You can't see my chronic pain. You can't see my autonomic nervous system. You can't see my vestibular system. You can't see my mitochondria. You can't see the way that my brain functions. So you cannot see the majority of effects that my disabilities have on me, but that does not mean that they are not real and that they are not significant. This is not what I am like for the majority of the day. This is me at my absolute best when my disabilities are impacting me to the absolute least. You do not see me for the majority of the day where I am severely unwell because then I am too unwell to be seen. You really cannot judge whether a person is disabled or not based on their outward appearance and how they come across to you because you cannot see most of our bodies, you cannot see most disabilities. And you shouldn't have to be able to see our disabilities in order to believe that we are disabled.